Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh Singh and today I am going to teach about the concrete history, and this will be lecture number 2. As we saw in the first lecture about the production process of cement and concrete, and now we will see here concrete history. Like if you are a civil engineer, you should be know about the what was the history of a concrete and how it became a very important material in the field of construction, and who discovered the concrete. And as you can see my details after watching this video, if you have any doubt, you can call on my this number, and you can also write an email on saurabh.singh@mygyanbihar.com. And this lecture is going to be very important. Before starting this lecture, I would like to tell you something about the concrete. As we know, if you will see the old structure like Hoover Dam, one of the biggest concrete structure which is made by the concrete, and where we need to do a lot of mass concreting work. Like if you will see any dam, it is approximately old, like it is old, 50-year-old, 100-year-old dams are in the world, and they are made by the using of the concrete. If concrete was not discovered, then this types of structure was not possible by the using of stone masonry and brick masonry. So this lecture is going to be very interesting and very important for all civil engineering student. And in first video lecture we saw how we produce and how we manufacture the concrete, what is the method of the concrete manufacturing. Like there is also batching method was two type, like hand mixing and machine mixing. So these are the very important and basic aspect of the concrete. So you need to know what is the history of concrete, and you will also know what was the old structures, what are the old structure, and how they made, how they are possible by the using of RCC concrete and plain cement concrete. Now we will come on the learning objective, and here you will learn and you will know about the concrete history, and you will also know about the old structure which is constructed by the concrete and how it was possible that time doing mass concreting for uh, that huge structure, for the huge structure. And learning outcome is also here. You will learn about the and you will know about the concrete history, and you will also able to learn about the old structure which was constructed by the concrete. First point is concrete. If you are a civil engineer and if you are doing any kind of civil engineering course, like you are doing BTech civil engineering or you are doing diploma in civil engineering, you should know what is the exact definition of the concrete and what is the concrete. You can see here the word of concrete originated from the Latin word concretius, which means to grow together. Means, and many times we also called it concrete, means something should be hard. Okay, we can also call that things concrete. And everyone knows now concrete is the second largest consuming material in the world after the water. In the world, people are consuming water, and after that, if you will see, the second consuming material will be the concrete. If you will go anywhere, you will see the concrete structure, because without concrete any kind of structure is not possible. And now we will see what is the definition, what is the exact definition of a concrete. Concrete is a composite material in which a binding material mixed with water with the grouped fine and coarse aggregate. As you can see here, concrete is a composite material. What is the meaning of composite material? Means concrete is prepared by the some other material. Means when we mix sand, cement, aggregate together, then we got this concrete. That's why it is saying concrete is a composite material. And these material will be mixed through the water. When you will add water with the cement, sand and aggregate, then you will get the concrete. And you can also see here binding material. What is the meaning of binding material? Binding material means which material can bond coarse aggregate and fine aggregate together. That material will be called as binding material. Here we are using binding material as the cement. Okay, that's why we are saying concrete is a composite material which is mixed by the binding material and mixed in the water with well grouped fine and coarse aggregate. There are also fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. What is the meaning of fine aggregate? As you can see here, fine aggregate means we are using sand, and as a coarse aggregate we are using aggregate. That's why it is mentioned here fine aggregate and coarse aggregate, and it bind together with the help of cement and water. What is the history of concrete? Before knowing any things, you should also know about the history of that things, because history is very important. Anybody can ask to you what is the history of concrete, then you can easily answer it. The first American concrete street was built in Bellefontaine, Ohio. This is modern photo of the historic street. In the next slide, in the next frame, you will see the picture of the first concrete street which was built in the 1891, and it is also called concrete street. Means first time concrete was used in 1891, and it is used in Bellefontaine. This is a picture where first time concrete was used in 1981, as you can see here. And this is a concrete road, and nowadays we called it PCC road. And there is also, there is also difference between PCC road and flexible road, and we will discuss these things in the next lecture, because this is only about the history of the concrete. First home, first concrete home, when it was built in 1908, as you can see here. And Thomas Edison designed and built the first concrete home in Union, New Jersey. These homes still exist today. Means, as you can see here, from 1908 we are using the concrete, and we built first concrete home uh, in the Union, New Jersey. And New Jersey is the state of United States, as you all know. And these homes are still exist today. And this is very big things, because it is more than, you can say, more than 100 years, and that homes are still exist. This is very big things. Means the life of concrete is very big. You can also see the picture of that homes which was built by the Thomas Edison, as mentioned here, and this is the picture of that home. Yeah, everyone heard about the Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam is a very popular dam which everybody knows or everybody have watched in the movies. Hoover Dam. And in 1936, the Hoover Dam was built along the Colorado River, bordering Arizona and Nevada. It was the largest scale concrete project ever completed. Means if anybody will ask you which one is the largest project where we use the uh, largest scale of concrete, then you can answer Hoover Dam, which is built in 1936, and it is worked as the bordering of Arizona and Nevada, as you can see here, and it was the largest scale concrete project ever completed. And this is the picture of Hoover Dam, which was built in the 1936. Yeah, come on the next. In 1967, Concrete Sports Dome, the first concrete domed sport arena known as Assembly Hall, was built at the University of Illinois. As you can see the picture of the first stone dome, first sports dome, which was built in 1967. As you all know, dome is the one kind of structure we saw in the temple, in the mosque, in the religious places where we saw the domes. This slide is about the ingredient of the concrete. As you can see here, in concrete we use binding material. Binding material may be your lime and maybe your cement. What is the meaning of binding material? I told you earlier, binding material means which can bind two things together. That's why that material is called binding material. And binding material may be, in concrete, binding material may be cement, and it also may be lime. In old times we was using lime as the binding material. If you will see the old structure like fort, here stones are bind together with the lime. Okay, then lime was also a binding material, and we did some invention, we did some research, and we modified lime as the cement. Means you can also say it lime. The alternative of lime is the cement, and second one is a fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, water and admixture. Fine aggregate, as I told you, in fine aggregate we can uh, use as a fine material. We can use sand, cement, and we can also use the lime, fly ash. These are the fine aggregate, means which size of material is small, that we can call it fine aggregate. And coarse aggregate means the size of material will be big, that's why we called it coarse aggregate. And water admixture. Admixture is a different thing. Admixture, it is not necessary you add admixture in your concrete, because admixture, what admixture do? Admixture can modify the properties of concrete. Means like modification means it can increase the workability of concrete, and it can also decrease the workability of concrete. It can also increase the setting time of concrete. It can also decrease the setting time of concrete. Means it will modify the properties of the concrete without any effect on the strength. Let's see, cement and lime are generally used as the binding material. Now you can see the picture of, this is the picture of cement, and here also mentioned lime. Lime is also a binding material. Sand, cinder is used as a fine aggregate. You can see here sand we are using also as a fine aggregate, because the size of sand is very small. Okay, that's why we count it in the fine aggregate. We cannot count it in the coarse aggregate. What will be the coarse aggregate? As you can see in the picture, the size of these material is bigger than fine aggregate. That's why we called it coarse aggregate. Crushed stones, gravels, broken bricks are used as the coarse aggregate. As you can see here, we are using crushed stone, gravel, broken bricks are used as the coarse aggregate. These are the picture of the coarse aggregate, as you can see here. Yes. Now we will see some properties of the concrete. And freshly prepared concrete, till it has not its set, is called wet concrete, and after it has also outset and fully hardened, it's called wet concrete. Because when we mix cement, sand, water, aggregate together, then it will be in the form of liquid. It will called wet concrete, as you can see here. And after placing of the concrete, it will be hardened after some time. Then we will call this set concrete, as you can see in your video. Mixing of the concrete, as you know, mixing of concrete, this is also very important thing, you should also know about it. And nowadays, a lot of people are using concrete, mixing concrete with the help of machine. That is called machine mixing. As you can see on the second point, this is about the machine mixing. Means with the help of machine, we are using concrete. And hand mixing, like if you are doing not a big project, you are working on a small project, you are building a brick wall, or you can also say it concrete wall, there you can use the hand mixing, because if you will use machine, it will cost more. That's why for the small project, for the small work, we can also use the hand mixing. And there is two method of mixing, as you can see here. In machine mixing, it will take less time. In hand mixing, it will take long time. And the accuracy of material weighing is very fine with the machine mixing, and the accuracy of material with the hand mixing is not very good. Now we will see the hand mixing. In this type, the mixing is done by the manual labor. As you can see here, as I told you earlier, it will be mixed by the manual labor. And this method is adopted for a small construction work. Means by the using of hand mixing, you cannot do work on a very big structure. That's why you have to do it for the small work. And there is also requirement of cement is more than machine mixing, approx 10%. This is a very important things which you know, which you need to know. Many times in exam, MCQ exam, this question came. And what will be the suppose you are doing the mixing with the machine, and one mixing you are doing with the hand, where you have to use the more cement, then you can answer it. In hand mixing, you have to use the more cement, 10%, and the uh, cement will be more than 10% to use when you will do the hand mixing. And normally the mixing time is about 3 minutes. When you will do the hand mixing, you have to finish your mixing within 3 minutes, otherwise your concrete will be started being hardened. That's why you have to finish all work within 3 minutes. Construction of platform of bricks, lean concrete or iron sheet, means where you can use the hand mixing. You can see here construction of platform of bricks, lean concrete or iron sheet. Spread out sand evenly, spread cement on it, mix it till the color mixing becomes uniform. Spread the mixture and spread coarse side mixture, then mix it. During the mix, it is remaining water should be added with the continuation process. Time for the mix is generally 2 to 3 minutes. Now we will see the machine mixing. This is similar to hand mixing, only the mixing is carried out in a rotating drum. As you can see here, rotatory is a different things and rotating drum is different things. As you can see here, we are using rotating drum, and what we have to do, we have to fill cement, sand, water here, and then we got the concrete, as you can see here. And first what you have to do, first you have to put the aggregate, then sand, then cement, and after that you have to put water in this drum, and it will rotate approx 30 to 35 round, and then your concrete will be fully mixed. And if you want to add a mixture on it, you can add during the rotation of this drum. Machine mixing. For machine mixing, all the ingredient of concrete including water are collected in a revolving drum, and then the drum is rotated for the certain period. And in machine mixing, there is also one ready mix concrete, which we call it ready mix plant, RMC plant. Ready mix concrete is a type of concrete that manufactured in a factory or batching plant according to the design and then delivered to the work site by the transit trucks. It is manufactured under the computer controlled operator or operation and transported and placed at the site of the construction. What is the advantage? As you know, if you will do one mixing by the hand and one mixing by the machine, definitely you will get the good result by the machine mixing, because machine mixing will be done very properly, because there will be weighing machine also. When you will put the material on it, it will also calculate how much quantity of cement, how much quantity of sand, and how much quantity of water you have to use for your concrete. That's why it is more better than hand mixing. And what will be the advantages of the ready mix concrete, we will see the here. Better quality concrete is the produced. Storage space for basic material at the site is not required. Wastage of basic material are avoided. After the watching video, I think you have got the very good idea about the ready mix concrete, and now we will see the what is the advantages of the ready mix concrete. First, you will get the better quality concrete quality which will be produced, and storage space for the basic material at the site is not required. Means you do not need to worry about the storage of cement, sand, and aggregate. And wastage of basic material are avoided. Means wastage will be very negligible, because all concrete will be mixed together and there will be no much time for the putting cement on the site. That's why there are many advantages of the ready mix concrete, as you can see here. And now we will see the type of concrete. And concrete are classified into different types according to binding material used in the concrete, design of concrete, and purpose of the concrete. Means it is also classified based on the binding material, what kind of material you are using as a binding. Means you are using lime or you are using cement. And design of concrete means there is also two design method, as you know. First one is nominal mixed design and second one is a concrete mixed design, and we also called it mixed proportion. And third one is purpose of concrete, means for which purpose you are going to use your concrete. This is also very important, and according to purpose your concrete will be also changed. That's why this is classified according to purpose of concrete. First, we will see the classification based on according or classification according to the binding material. Okay, first one is cement concrete and second one is the lime concrete. As I told you earlier, it will depend on the binding material. There we are using cement and lime also. That's why it is categorized into two part. First one is due to the cement and second one is due to the lime. Cement concrete. The cement concrete consisting of cement, sand, and coarse aggregate mixed in this suitable proportion in addition to the water is called cement concrete. Means what we add in cement concrete and how we will produce the cement concrete. What we have to do, we have to take the cement, sand, aggregate, and we have to use a suitable quantity of water with these material, and then we will got the cement concrete. And this is the cement concrete which generally we use for the building of any construction activities. And cement concrete, in this type of concrete, cement concrete is used as a binding material, sand as a fine aggregate, gravel, crushed stone as the coarse aggregate. As you can see here, in this type of concrete, cement is used as a binding material. And what we will use in the lime concrete, we will use lime on the place of cement, and that will be your lime concrete. As you can see the photograph of the cement concrete, this is concrete which is prepared by the using of cement as a binding material. What is the use of cement concrete? As you can see here, cement concrete is commonly used in building, roads, dam, and other important engineering work, where strength and durability is of prime importance. Means where you need a good strength, where you need good workability, that place, on that place you can use the cement concrete, because the strength of concrete is not as like cement concrete. That's why we use cement concrete, where we need more strength, more durability, and more lifespan of that structure. Let's come on the lime concrete. The concrete consisting of lime, fine aggregate, and coarse aggregate mixed in the suitable proportion with the water is called lime concrete. Here you can see here, lime is highlighted by the red color, means we are using lime here on the place of cement. In this type of concrete, hydraulic lime is generally used as a binding material. Sand and cinder are used as the fine aggregate, and broken bricks gravel can be used as the coarse aggregate. What is the uses of lime concrete? As you can see here, lime concrete is generally used for the sake of economy in foundation work, under floors, over roof, and where cement is not cheaply easily available in the required quantity. Means if you want to make your structure economical, there you can use lime concrete. And you can see the photograph of lime. This is your lime concrete photograph. Placing of, there is one important thing, placing of lime concrete shall be completed within 3 hours of the adding water. In case of concrete is not prepared, or concrete is prepared with hydraulic lime, concrete should be well cured for a period of. Now we will see the MCQs question of the concrete. First we will see how many times in each layer of concrete eroded in the slump cone. Let's see the option. There are four options. First option is 75 times, B1 is 25 times, C1 is 12 to 15 minutes, and D1 is 35 to 65 times. Let's see what will be your right answer. And here right answer will be 25 times. This is will be your right answer. Let's come on the second question. How many layers of concrete are placed to fill the slump cone? There are, first one is 5 layers, second one is 3 equal layer by volume, C1 is 3 equal layer by weight, and fourth one is 5 layer by the volume. Let's see what will be the right answer. Right answer will be B. To measure the concrete temperature, the steam of the thermometer must be kept by the at least dash inches of the concrete. Means how much, uh, in how much depth you have to put the thermometer for the measurement of a temperature of a concrete. Let's see here, 1 inch, B1 is 3 inch, C 4 inch, D 2 inch. B will be your right answer. There will be 3 inch, as you can see here. B is a 3 inch. Which cement contained high percentage of C3S and less percentage of C2S? There are, first option rapid hardening cement, in second option ordinary Portland cement, in third option quick setting cement, and in fifth option low heat cement. Let's see what will be the answer. Rapid hardening cement will be your right answer. As you can see here, rapid hardening cement. In rapid hardening cement, the there is high percentage of C3S, which is called tricalcium silicate and less percentage of dicalcium silicate in ordinary Portland cement, in rapid hardening cement. Come on the next question. Which chemical composition has highest content in OPC? Alumina, silica, third option is lime, fourth option is iron oxide. Let's see what will be the answer. And in the question it is asking which chemical composition has highest content in OPC. Means which things will be more in your OPC. Let's see. Right answer will be here lime. As you can see here, lime is your right answer. Come on the next question. Silica in excess cause. If silica will be in more quantity, what will be happen in your cement? See, the cement will set slowly. Second option is the cement to set quickly. Fourth option is the cement to expand. In next question, it is asking alumina in excess cause. What will happen if alumina will be in excess quantity? First, reduce the strength of the cement. Second option will be increase the strength of the cement. C option is no change, and D option is something increase or decrease the strength of the cement. And there will be answer A will be your right answer. Reduce the strength of a cement. Okay. Which compound gives the color to the cement? Means lime. Second one is silica, iron oxide, and alumina. And their right answer will be iron oxide, which you can see here. Iron oxide your will be right answer, because with the help of iron oxide it give color came in the cement. When concrete is laid under water is to used rapid hardening cement, ordinary Portland cement, quick setting cement, and low heat cement. Which concrete we have to use the underwater? This is the question. And here we have to use quick setting cement, because quick setting take very less time for the hardening. That's why we always use quick setting cement in the underwater construction. Why do we need standard consistency test? Why we perform the standard consistency test? Here you can see here, to determine the quality of the cement. Second option is to determine the quantity of the water. This is not quality, this is quantity. To determine the quality of the mixed concrete. And fourth answer is to determine the strength of the concrete block. Here will be to determine the quantity of the water, because with the help of standard consistency test we, what is standard consistency means you have to tell here what is the standard consistency. It is consistency, this is a consistency which permit the wicked plunger ability of cement to maintain the constant volume, durability in the seawater, and fourth one is free from lime content. There is asking how you will define the consistency of a cement, and sometimes we also called it standard consistency. Then you can see here, right answer will be consistency which permit the wicked plunger to penetrate from 30 to 35 mm from the top of the mold. That will be your standard consistency. Let's see the next question. When the cement paste is tested within the gauging time, here what is the value of gauging time? This is, in this question it is asking what will be the value of the gauging time. 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 hour, or 24 minutes, or 24 hours. What will be the right answer? Right answer will be 3 to 5 minutes. In within 3 to 5 minutes, you have to prepare your cement paste by the adding of water. If you will took more time, what will happen? It will be go in the hardened state, and you could not use that paste in your construction work. That's why we have to finish our pasting time or gauging time within 3 to 5 minutes. How many molds required for the compression strength of cement? Here is given 1, 2, 3, and last one is a 4. Right answer will be 3, because what we did, we took 3 mold and we tested it on the CTM machine, and uh, after 3 cube testing, we took the average strength. Means how you will find the average strength? We find the mean of it. Like suppose one cube is giving 22 kilonewton, second one is giving 20 kilonewton, and third one is giving 30 kilonewton. What we will do? We will add 3 value and divide it by 3. Then we got the compression strength of a cement, and we also called it mean strength of a cement cube, we can also say it. Then here right answer will be 3. Standard consistency of cement is tested by 1, 2, 3, and 4. There is numbers, and this is asking how many times you have to do the standard consistency test for the cement, and right answer will be 3. We also take it the value of standard consistency of 3 times. After placing each layer in the slum cone, the concrete in the cone is timed to remove the remaining voids. What uh, will be the sentence? It will be true or it will be false. You can see here in this question it is saying, after the placing of slum cone, we have to time the concrete. Then what will be the purpose of the tamping? There is written here, remove remaining voids, means there is a air voids. Yes, this sentence is right, and because we do tamping just to remove the air voids, so that our concrete should be compact properly. This was all about the MCQs, and this MCQs will come in your government exams, in your weekly test. If you will see the previous year question of SSC or GATE, you will find some question from there. And this is very important. If you will note in your notebook, if you will write these things in your notebook, and you can also prepare a question bank which will help you a lot after your completion of BTech. When you will do preparation of government exam, these MCQ will help you a lot. I am here telling you about the reference book of concrete technology to the name of concrete technology. You will get here by the Gambhir ML, Tata McGraw Hills from New Delhi. This is your reference book. And second one is Properties of Concrete by the Navili AM. And there is also new edition which you can purchase from the market. And these two are the reference book which I will refer you for your study. These are very good books. If you will follow it, you will learn a lot. Thank you. In this lecture, I taught you about the history of concrete and what will be the process of making of a concrete, what are the types of the concrete, and what is the lime concrete. And these things are very important for any civil engineer, because if you are civil engineer, you should have idea of it. If you will sit any government exam, if you will go for any competitive exams, or if you will sit in your placement exams or placement drive, There, these types of question may be asked to you. They can ask to you how we prepare the concrete, what is the modern concrete, and what is the admixture, what is the role of admixture, what is RMC. Because nowadays a lot of companies are using RMC. RMC means ready mix concrete. They are not going to prepare concrete by the hand mixing or machine mixing. They are just putting all things together in RMC plant and they are producing a large amount of concrete. You should aware about these things because this is very important. And this was all about the today's lecture, and which MCQ I told you, this is very important. If you will complete your BTech, then you will fight for the competitive exam. These types of question will come in your competitive exams, where you have to choose for one answer between the four, as you can see here, and they will come from any topic. They question maybe came from any topic, like they will come from the workability, they may be come from consistency of cement, they may be come from the compressive of the cement, they may come from anywhere. That's why you have to prepare, you have to be prepared for your goal, for your aim. And thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt, if you have confuse any doubt, if confusion, then you can write an email on my. I would like to suggest you one more thing here. If you want to know about the concrete history, then you can visit a one website which I am giving, which I am showing here, and I will also give the link on my YouTube description where you can get you can from where you can go on that website. As you can see, this is the website of American Concrete Institute, and here you will see the topic of the concrete history. Romans used first time the concrete and they built a major structure, and it is used known for the 1,000 year before that. And this website will help you a lot, and you will also search a lot, you will also get the access of a lot of journal which is written about the concrete history. So this website will be very useful for all the civil engineering student, and they can go and they can visit this website and they can know what was the history and how it built and when it was built, and you will know all these things. And when admixture came, when reinforced concrete came, now what is the progress in the pre-stressed concrete. So it will be very beneficial for all the civil engineering student if you will watch this website, if you will visit this website. And thank you for watching this video.